Get out from your country. We're talking about vision, the VPS system. The first V is vision. God is not telling Abraham. Abraham became rich, extremely rich. Okay? He had all the riches. What have you achieved so far? How do you know a man of vision? A man of vision, he's always looking ahead. He knows how to detach himself from the past success. What he has achieved so far is just a proof that there is still more ahead. So he doesn't stop there. But a man who lacks vision, he loses sight. Okay? A man who lacks vision is going to concentrate on what he has accumulated so far. He stopped right there. He doesn't look further again. Abraham, in Genesis 13 verse 2, Abraham was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. Again, in Genesis chapter 13, ladies and gentlemen, Genesis chapter 13 verse 14, God is showing him another phase in his life. God is showing him another phase in his life. God tells Abraham, verse 14, and the Lord said to Abraham, after Lot had separated, Abraham became wealthy, he was with Lot, and Lot separated. Lot departed and went, chose his own direction. Abraham chose his own direction. Now, God started showing Abraham a vision. He said, and the Lord said to Abraham, after Lot had separated from him, lift up your eyes now and look from the place where you are, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. For all the land which you see, okay, I give to you and your descendants forever. I'm going to be bringing to you components of a vision. And we're going to, there's practicals. This is not theory in it. After this, we're going to have some practicals we apply in our business and we'll have results. I read verse 16 and then I bring out the components. Verse 16. Verse 17 rather. Arise, work in the land through its length, its width, for I give it to you. Vision. Vision. After he had accumulated that, I've said, if you have this, if you say yesterday, yes, if you are that person, yesterday I had this, oh, this, I have this, I've signed up, I've made this check, I made $5,000, $10,000, my friend, you're not a man of vision. You don't have vision. Vision says what you have is no longer spectacular. There is more. What you have right now is proof that there is more still to come. Okay. So, the first thing for you to have a clear vision, number one, separation. Write that down. Separation. Separation. He had to separate, even before he went, he had to separate from his family, from his kindred, to the land God was going to show him. He had to do that separation. And again, there was one guy who was carnal. Lord was carnal. I'm telling you, Lord was moved by sight, just like some of us will do. Okay? Vision, no matter where you are, vision, a man of vision can bring out something. Okay? A man of vision is not stopped by anything. Lord was a man of flesh. Lord was a man of flesh. He was moving by sight, by what he saw. And that it depicts two types of people. One moves by sight and one moves by vision. At one point, those who move by sight, at one point, you need to shift them. Separation. I'm talking about separation. This is a leadership forum. I hope this makes sense. This makes sense. I've taught this in Christian. Some pastors have invited me. I've had to present this in some churches. I had to present this in some Christian communities. Right there. Christians don't understand this. At one point in your Christian life, you need to shift those who are carnal in order to see what God is saying. There are some people around you, they move just by what they see. And at one point in your life, it needs separation. You need to separate. Some people will argue that, okay, he's separated because they think so. Yes, that's true. he got a lot of properties, and Abraham got a lot of properties that separated. But the Bible says it, the Bible is not. After Lot had separated, Abraham started seeing. Isn't that enough? Abraham started seeing. You're around people, please show me first. Show me the proof first. Show me the check first before I'm going to join the business. I want to sign up as super until I see the results. You'll never win big, forget it. Yesterday, I received some people in the house here. They were all the way from Yaoundé. The person said, I'm going to come in at the level of starter. I'll use the product if you work for me at lunch. I said, yes, no problem. That's why you're going to play, you're going to pick the crumbs. Some of us, we launch just when we get launched by faith. We shoot all the way to the super. I'm a man of vision. I look at and I utilize. I'm going to be talking after this. I'm going to be stepping into the power of potentials, and you see what potential this word potential carry. Ladies and gentlemen, right there, he says separation. He says after he had separated from love, look around you. At one point, you need to separate yourself to carry out some things, to see some visions, to reflect and to cast out some visions 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years. No doubt. I have one guy in the house here. One guy in the house here, he's just a young man. One time he came to my vision board. I was there casting my vision, and I casted a vision 40 years into the future. He said, no, I casted 10 years and I casted 40 years. He said, you're not serious. He said, you're a joker. That's what he told me. He openly told me like that. I was right there. He told me like that. I casted, I picture, I drew a picture. It works for me. It works. I'm teaching you what has worked for me. I can cite to you a good number of examples. But separation, you got to be separated from those friends. From the chickens, you don't dream. You want to be an international builder, and you're playing with local people around. No, my friend, you're not going to win big. You want to be a national builder, and then you're there in the neighborhood of Bamenda. Hey, super life Bamenda. My friend, no way, not going to win big. Not going to win big. You want to play international. You're there in regional. My goodness, my friend, you're not going to win big. At one point, you need to shift those who go by side. Shift the lots from you to see the vision. God told Abraham, separate yourself. Separate yourself from your kindred and so on and so forth. And then he further said, the Bible records now, when Abraham had separated from Lot, ladies and gentlemen, the Bible says, God said, lift up your eyes. Lift up. Do not be stuck at where you are. Every word means, every word here, the words they carry power. And I'm going to review the power behind the words. Lift up, don't look down. There is always a way for a man who looks up, no matter how difficult things are. I was like that 11 months ago, in depth. Yet I am here right now sharing my story with you. Because I dared to look up. Lift up your eyes. Most of the times you're stuck just around up. You will never see vision if you're stuck with your problem, stuck in your problem. I'm talking about vision. You never see vision, you look just around Bamenda. You never see vision, you look just around Yaoundé, just around Cameroon. No. Lift up your eyes. Lift up, you lift it up, lift up your eyes. Now, not tomorrow, now. An opportunity is presented to somebody. The person says, okay, I'm not ready now. When is the day of salvation? I'm going to look for that passage and I'll read. When is the day of salvation? Now is the day of salvation. Now, not tomorrow. I had that passage written somewhere. I wish I could get it. I had it written somewhere. Now is the day of salvation, not tomorrow. Now. Some of us will push it tomorrow. Who told you tomorrow is your own? Now. If something is urgent and makes sense, it's now for a leader, at least for a leader. If something is urgent, let the followers say, okay, let me think about it. Tomorrow. If it's urgent, leader signs up now. If it is urgent, if upgrade is necessary, now, upgrade now, now. Yes, leader, yes, upgrade now. That's what it's now. The day of salvation is now. You're never going to win big if you push it to its future thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Abune Philip. Thank you. You got the scripture. I wrote it somewhere. I knew, right? It was 2 Corinthians. I didn't know the precise verse. Thank you, Mr. Abune Philip. I pick it right there. The day of salvation is now. 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Some of us, I don't know. And that is why leaders, they act with speed. They act with urgency. And that's why they win big. The day of salvation is now. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 2. I'm going to read right here. For he says, for God says, in an acceptable time, I have heard you. And in the day of salvation, I have helped you. But get it, a religious man will end there and he will say, okay, it's just a religious statement, an acceptable time. When is that acceptable time? Okay, in the day of salvation. When is that day of salvation? There's no need for somebody. I'm telling you, if the principle works, if Mama Atanga shares it and it works, it's now. Apply it now, not tomorrow. If the principle VPS system, vision, potential, SPY, if it works, it's now. Apply it today, now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not yours. Okay. Verses, read it right down. Behold, now is the acceptable time. When? Now. Now is the acceptable time. When are you joining Superlife? Superlife makes sense? Yes, it makes sense. When are you joining it? Tomorrow? No. Now. When? Now. How many of us talk to prospects like that? When are you joining? Now. Because today is the day of salvation. Okay? How many of us treat it that way? We just live life as if we have tomorrow. We don't have tomorrow. Some people say, okay, I'm not feeling fine today. Things are not going smoothly. They're not moving on smoothly. Okay. I think 1 month, give me 1 month, 2 months. I'm telling you, the next month, haven't you read in Matthew that each day has enough troubles of its own? Tomorrow is going to bring its troubles, and tomorrow troubles, next month trouble. Who tells you? Right now, ask now. Day of salvation is now. It says, behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Thank you, Mr. Abune, for you. This is one of my favorite verses. Go and tell people who give excuses why they should not do what they're supposed to do. Man, that's this. I'm getting a vision. Every word from that passage makes sense. It says, lift up your eyes, Abraham, now, and look from the place where you are standing. Where? From where you are standing. Right where you're standing, Abraham, look from there, northward, southward, eastward, and westward. Okay? And then he goes further. He says, for all the land which you see, all you see. He didn't say all the land. He said all you see. So it depends on your capacity to see. All you see, I will give it to you and your descendants. One other thing I want you to get from there. Vision is generational. When you live by sight, you're killing generations. When you live by vision, you're saving generations. Vision, a godly vision, a genuine vision is generational. It says, I will give it to you and your descendants. I will give it to you and your descendants. I will give it to you and your descendants. Did you get that? I will give it to you and your descendants. Vision is generational, ladies and gentlemen. Now, now he goes down to verse 28, verse 18. He says, arise, arise. When you get a vision, what do? You arise. Some of us, we keep figuring it. He says, arise. Now work in the land through its length and its width. Okay, go. I mean, go practically. Don't tell me I have a business. No. Start it now. Is it a vision? Yes. How do you have the vision? We have the vision by doing the vision. Some of us say, I want to figure out things. I want to clear out. No. Arise. When? Now. Arise now. Arise now. Work through its land, through its width. That's why it is. Right now. From today's call, from this morning's call, you're going to be casting some visions. Right now, we're expecting you to work right from now. Take some urgent steps now. Act it. Because that is how the day of salvation is now. The reason why your life is stuck is because you've gotten a lot of these principles and you've not acted upon them. And your life is where it is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Act now. The day of salvation is now. Arise and walk in the land through its wheat, for I give it to you. Not only to you and your descendants. So when you are a man who moves by sight, I'm telling you, you're killing generations. You're dangerous. You're a dangerous man. You become a dangerous man. You don't only punish your generation by starving them, your children by starving them, but you punish them by punishing their generations when you refuse to be a man of vision. This is deep. I don't expect, this is not religious stuff. This kingdom, this is the kingdom. These are principles of the kingdom. I'm telling you, I don't expect them to appease you. I'm not coming to appease you. I'm coming to bring godly repentance. I'm telling you, godly repentance. Repent from moving by sight. It is high time Christians stop walking by sight. You present something to a Christian, it makes sense. Fear and fear and fear and fear. I don't know. I don't know what fear and faith got to. Fear and the Christian got to do. Fear and the Christian. No. They have nothing. Fear and the Christian. Fear. Where did you get that? Who gave you that? The righteous shall live by faith. Haven't you read that? And this is not vision. This is Abraham. We say Abraham's blessing some. Who act like Abraham? This is Abraham here. We are analyzing Abraham, not so. The Pharisees, they say Abraham is our father. Jesus said, if Abraham is your father, do what Abraham is doing. That's what Jesus told them. And I'm telling you the same thing. You're a Christian, ask the same. Do what Abraham was doing. This is what Abraham was doing. Right here. Practical. You're going to get his blessings. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. One other thing is in Genesis chapter 15, verse 16 is believe. Abraham believed and it was credited to him righteousness. So you must believe in the vision. After God has shown you all those things, after you've seen, you've taken up, lifted up your eyes, seen, you got to believe for something. If you don't believe, nothing is going to happen. Believe you're going to take over territories. That's B for vision. We could talk about it. There are other passages we could talk about it. You want to pick up the course because this is, I'm scratching just the surface. The course is a deep course. Okay. The next VPS system I'm sharing, potential. I just hope I go through this stuff. Potential. I don't want to rush. Potential. Potential is the seed principle. The seed principle, if Christians will understand this, then they will treat, they're going to do incredible things. Potential. P is for potential. VPS, potential. You want to open new markets, build new markets, you must be a man of vision. You must see clearly. You must have faith. You must be courageous. Genesis chapter 12, verse 3 says, and it says, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. See through Isaac. Abraham was going to, the promise was going to come through Isaac, okay? Abraham was going to give birth to Isaac, and then he came right there. I'll tell you I'll share with you some wonderful stuff around that, okay? He's talking about potential. In Isaac was everybody. Right there, do you see that prospect you've been avoiding, you've been skipping over? That might be your Isaac right there. That's potential, that's power potential. That particular person, when you come to meetings and you don't bring that person to meetings, that may be your Isaac. And you don't know. You have meetings, that might be your Isaac. I'm talking about potential. That might be your potential person that is going to bless many. You never know. I'm talking about potential. Potential is unexploited, okay? Something that has not yet happened. That person you're prejudging might be your Isaac. You don't know. But let me share with you what I have here. Handle Ishmael and Isaac alike, and let God determine who is going to bring the blessing. Now, you get something about the story. Along the way, Ishmael came by accident. In network marketing, you're going to be sharing all this. I'm telling you some stuff, wonderful stuff. I'm telling you, this, you're going to pay for some consulting fee. Yes, here. Ladies and gentlemen, it says, handle Ishmael and Isaac alike, and let God determine who is going to bring the blessing. Okay? Just treat anybody, just get anybody. It's a potential market. It's a potential market. Any single person, I said potential also, so you're not going to joke with one person who is attending a meeting. One person who comes to you and tells you, I want to do business. You don't want to do with that. Because that person might be Isaac. It's potential. You don't need the whole world to change your business. You need just a potential leader. One leader is going to rock your business upside down. Okay. Ishmael came along the way but Ishmael was not a blessing. But guess what? Abraham still pleaded when God came and Sarah asked Abraham, send him away, send Ishmael away. God told Abraham, send him away. Abraham came and pleaded, said, God, please, just promise me you're going to bless Ishmael as well. God gave him that promise. Abraham still took care of him. But that was a mistake. That was a thorn to Abraham's flesh at that time. But Abraham still took, that could be a potential. Now, I didn't say, Ishmael finally did not, the blessing did not come through Ishmael. But now, get what is happening. Jesus came from the lineage of a prostitute. I'm still talking about potential. Jesus, did you know that? Jesus came from the lineage of a prostitute. Some guys, they went to spy Canaan. And the prostitute kept them in a secret place when they were looking for them, when they were seeking for them to kill. A prostitute, and by the lineage of that prostitute, Jesus came to save the world. You see, a prostitute, a nobody, a prostitute, somebody who is called a nobody in the society, can be somebody who is somebody through whom the whole world is now blessed. Okay, the cause of Christianity is altered through that. I'm talking about potential, and that's seed, the seed principle. You never know who you meet. You never know who you see. I mean, take anybody to the meeting. Encourage anybody to the meeting. You never know that. You never know who is going to come. Prospect anybody you have on your list. You never know who is that market, who is that Isaac, who's going to open that market for you. VPS system, the potential, sharing about it. Now, treat all you meet as if it is your Isaac and be flexible to admit God's choice for your Isaac. You're going to treat them, some are going to disappoint you. Just be flexible. God is the one to determine who is going to be the Isaac at the end. Who is the one he wants as the choice to bless you right there. But you're going to span on it. That one to know is to God. But to do is you. Your own part is to do, okay? Right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is about the seed principle. That's about the seed principle, the potential. The potential, okay? And the last part, the VPS, is VPS system. S is for the spy. The spy, right there, God told, when the children of Israel, they had to get into Canaan to possess Canaan, God told this leader, Moses, send 12 to Canaan to go and spy the land. Select 12 from each tribes. 12 leaders, the spy, thank you, spy. The spy, VPS, the spy, thank you, sir, thank you. The spy, he said, send 12. And these 12 were going to be leaders. They were, take note, they were going to be leaders. Because there's something I'm going to author right there. The spy, there were 12, they were sent into the land. Who are these 12? I'll break it down. These 12, they were sent by Moses to see what the land is like, to see whether the people living there were strong or weak, to see whether they were few or many, to see whether the land was good or bad, to see whether the cities had walls around it or not, to see whether the soil was rich or poor, and to bring some evidence. This was their description. This was what they were supposed to do, the spy. Okay. You can get that story from Numbers chapter 13, verse 18 to 20. Now, when they went back, ladies and gentlemen, 40 days later, they came back from exploring that land. They came back from exploring that land. These were leaders. I want you to take note of that. I'm going to pause here, use another story, then I balance up the principle I'm about bringing up. They came back from exploring the land. They brought a report and showed some evidence, some fruits from Canaan. These are people who have gone into network marketing, some leaders, they made some money early stages and so on and so forth. They've touched some few dollars and so on and so forth. Now, the report, ladies and gentlemen, they said that it was good, but the people were very strong. The people who lived there, they were very strong. That was the report the 10 of the people said. 10 of the leaders they brought, okay? Caleb and Joshua stopped. They said, be quiet. Listen to Moses. Probably when Moses was telling them we're going to take over the land, they were telling Moses the people are strong. Okay, they were interrupting Moses. So Caleb and Joshua said, oh, be quiet. Caleb told them, be quiet. Let's go now and take possession of the land. We should be more than able to conquer it. Okay. Now, the report of the 10. We can't attack those people. They are too strong for us. So they began to spread lies. They began to spread lies in Israel. Lies. So they magnified it. They began to spread lies. I'm sharing with you some deep stuff here. We felt as small as grasshoppers. Those were the reports. Right there, I want to take you to one scripture and then I'll bring you back to this to balance it and then we're done. The story of Gideon. Gideon, the mighty man of value, the man who hid himself was threshing wheat, okay, because he was afraid of the enemy. But he was going to save Israel from the Midianites. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, he had mobilized 32,000 soldiers, army. 32,000 soldiers. And when he did that, God told him, you're going to talk to some of them. You're going to talk, openly tell some of them. If you're weak, if you are afraid, please drop. And just by saying that, if you're afraid, drop. 10,000, about 22,000 dropped, and 10,000 were left. And God said, okay, Joshua, just by your words, 22,000 have dropped. I would want, that is still too much. That is too much to win these guys, these Midianites. I'm still going to do my selection. And God went down, reduced the 10,000 to 300. He reduced the 10,000 to 300 men. Let me bring the analysis here. In network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get fake promises. The fake promises, as you go out to open new markets, in any new markets, you're going to get fake promises. You're going to get 68% of the promises, they're going to be fake. 22,000 over 32,000 times 100% is about 68%. They're going to be fake. They'll tell you, I'll join the business, and then after that, they'll keep joining the business till the business closes. Okay? They'll never join the business. 68% is going to work like that. I don't know. Don't ask me how it works that way, but that's the number. I got it from the Bible. Okay. Now, those who are going to join you in the business, 10,000 will join you in the business. Okay? 10,000 will join you in the business. That is about 31%. 31%. 31% will join you in the business if you are a professional. If you bear good muscles, if you're a professional, 31% will join you in the business. When 31% join you in the business, 31% is 10,000 over 32,000 times 100, which is 31%. They will join you in the business. When they join you in the business, ladies and gentlemen, those who become productive, those who will take over the Midianites will be 300 out of 10,000. 300 will finally be leaders. 300 will finally be leaders. That 300, if you take 300 out of 10,000 who will join you in the business, 10,000 will join you in the business, 300 will produce the results. You have, that gives 3%. Only 3% of those who join you in your business will produce the results. You're going to take over a market. You're going to open a new market. You're going to figure out this 3%. Now, out of this 3%, not all is going to win. Not everybody a leader. There are some people who call themselves leaders. There are some people who will be in every leadership session. They call themselves leaders, but they're not actually leaders. We have leaders and we have productive leaders. We have leaders and we have leaders who are 10, who are out of the 10%. Okay, so out of this 3%, out of this 300, you're going to figure out the two, Caleb and Joshua. Caleb and Joshua is going to make 16%. So 16% is going, out of this 300, 16% is going to cost your result. How many is that 16%? 48. 48 is going to cost your results. Ladies and gentlemen, 48 is going to bring about your results right there. Joshua is, you're going to have, I'm talking about leaders. That's the filtration process. That's the filtration process. You need to cast the net wide. When you cast it wide, 68% will give you fake promises. A majority will give you fake promises. Friends, pastors will give you fake promises. And they give you fake promises, I'm telling you, 10,000 will join. That 10,000 is 31%. They will join. Out of the 10,000, 300 will become productive. The 10,000 out of the 10,000, okay. Out of the 10,000, I'm telling you, you have some will say, okay, the business is tough. Some will not come to meetings. Some will say, okay, I don't know how to talk to people. It's not going. The product price, the product is too expensive. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to prospect. They are francophones. They'll give all, I mean, you can name those complaints. You know them. Okay, some of us have given those complaints. They'll give all this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And that's how they'll drop. And that's how they feel. Some will say, okay, I'm too busy. I'm busy at my job and whatsoever. They will drop. How many will drop? Over, they'll drop, and the number will be reduced to 300. 300 will say, okay, we're going to take over the business. These are somewhere we are in project 90 days. We're going to go with you. We're going to go with you. We're going to go with you. 90 days, we're going to go with you. Okay, we are on the journey. We're going. We're going to drop it down to 300. And out of that, those 300, ladies and gentlemen, out of the 300, 48 is going to be those who will be causing the results for you. Figure out this 48. Caleb and Joshua. Those who tell you it's possible. There are challenges, but we can do it. They are mighty, but we can do it. The fruits, the land is flowing with milk and honey. This 300 they've tested. And when they test it, they don't attend trainings. They don't go through the process and things like that. They get some few results initially, and they back out. And when they back out, they give a bad impression about network marketing out there. That's what this 300, out of this 300, these leaders, when they drop out of the industry, they tell you network marketing is fake. They are the 10 out of the 12 who went to spy the land. The 10 out of the 12 who went to spy the land. Okay? These 10, remember, they were 10, they were leaders in Israel, leaders of the 12th tribe. Out of the leaders, only 2, Caleb and Joshua, were there. Can you figure this out? You've been trying to take over Bamenda, but you've not figured out your Caleb and Joshua. Figure that out in any market you want to take over. Figure that out and start building on those ones. Figure that out if it's Bamenda, if it's Yaoundé, if it's what, in any country, if it's Cameroon, whatsoever, any region. Figure that out. Caleb and Joshua, just 2. You don't need everybody. Not everybody is going to do that. Figure that out. And that works, is true for every other system, every other business system, every other project you want to embark on. Always figure that out. It always works. Many will say, oh, yes, I'm in. I'm telling you, forget it. One, when you tell them, when you cast the vision, when you bring the real picture of the vision, they're going to back out just by the casting. Then some, they're going to fall by natural selection. God has a way of naturally selecting. He brings some obstacles, some challenges, and then people drop naturally. 300 will be left. Out of the 300, they'll tell you, we're going to go, we're going. Oh, yes. All of a sudden, they're saying, yes, no. Stanley, I said, we're going to go together. But no. But you know, these products are too expensive. But no. You know, I'm a little bit busy. But you know, I'm not free. Stanley, but just keep going, okay? They'll tell you. That's what the 300%. Right there, 48 will be with you to the end. 48 will make you the millions of dollars. 48 will make you the big checks. Not everybody is productive. We have leaders and we have productive leaders. My challenge for you is, are you a productive leader? Are you in the team? Are you a number in the team? Are you participating? Are you participating? Or you're just a part of the team? Are you a productive leader? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the VPS system. If you're going to open any market, you need a vision of that market. If you're going to open any market, you need to work on potential. Treat everybody, value everybody. Talk and spread the net. Do not select. Just talk. Talk at random. When you talk at random, I'm telling you, be very fair. Be very, very fair. Be very fair in your selection process. By the way, allow it to the natural selection. Cast it. Say it as it is. Tell them the business. Tell them what the business is all about. Okay? Just by telling them what the business is all about, some people will say, I'm not ready. Okay? Let them be. And right then, those who are going to take over the market, you're going to see some, they'll say, okay, we're going to go together, 300 of them. And out of that 300, you're going to be getting 48. That is about 16%. 16%. 16%. That is enough to take over a market. Figure that out. Now, this is what I have as we round up, please, because we are already out of our time. As we round up, where do you want to open a market? You want to open a market in a particular town? You want to open a market in a particular region? You want to open a market in a particular country? You want to open a market in a particular continent? You want to open the Anglophone national market? You want to open the Francophone national market? You want to open the Anglophone international market, the Francophone international market? Ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 points, 3 points, 3 actions I want us to take. Take it, and we're going to work together. Because the month of June, opening new markets, that's what I'm trying to introduce. Opening new markets. Forget about what is there. Forget the former things. A new thing is about to spring forth. What is that is that. There is hope. Look into the future. Cast a new vision. Work on potentials. Okay, get some spark. Caleb and Joshua, have them and work with them. Work with them day and night. Work with them day and night. Cooperate, work with them as partners. Ask them questions. How can we take over this market? What is the challenge now? What's the challenge now? There is a challenge, but we can take over. Yes, we can take over. There's a challenge, but we can take over. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 points. Number 1, we're going to work on seeds and potential this month. So you're going to figure that out. Your seed and your potential. I want you to get into your town. If you're focusing on the town, on the region, on the country, get there, get your seed, your Isaac. Some of us have gotten that already. Now, the goal is to, when you're opening a new market, your initial goal, your first goal is to get the 16%. It will be dangerous for you to be trying to open a market by casting it's going to be dangerous. So don't do that. The goal is to get the 16%. If you're in Yaoundé, I'm sure I just hope I'm pronouncing the name. I saw you on the call, Reverend. It seems as if he's gone. I saw somebody. Now, if you're opening a market in Bamenda, what I want you to figure out is figure out the 16%. You will not afford to spread your energy. When you spread it, you're not gonna win big time. You want to invert a land, invert it, look for opinion setters. Look for those who are of the caliber of Caleb and Joshua. When you look for those people, figure out those people. These are those you're going to be spending 80% of your time every day with them. Looking for ways on how to penetrate the market. Okay? Penetrate the market bit by bit. We're going to be opening up new markets. It's going to happen. Okay? Indicate if you have among you a 16%. If maybe in the United States, don't think everybody who register in the United States is necessary for opening the market. No. Don't think everybody no. Don't think that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, are we going to open new markets? That is the goal. That is the goal. Figure out that in any market you want to open, and then we're going to work together. Now, the Francophone market, we need to work on the Francophone market. In Cameroon here, the Francophone market is 83%. The Anglophone market is only 17%. The statistic is May 31st, 2020, as of yesterday. We have Francophones 83%, Anglophone, 17%. See how big the market is. We got to this half, it is supposed to happen. So please, those who have people in the Francophone, register people in the Francophone zone already, please. Just start bringing the names, making the names, bringing the names together. Let's see how we can work with them. We need to open those markets. My eyes have, something needs to happen right there now in the Francophone market. It is going to happen. I've set my eyes there. I've set my sell there. It's going to happen. I've set my sell in new markets. It's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have for today. And just to give us like a reminder, we have our international call today at 8 p.m. Make sure you fill the room. Make sure you fill the room. Please treat this. Be a man of vision. Cast a vision for yourself. Cast a vision that is challenging for yourself. Cast a big vision about this international event. Invite and invite and invite and invite. And God bless you. God bless you. Use the BPS system. Open new markets. Stop crying about prospects who are not coming to meetings. Stop crying about new recruits, people who are giving you disappointments. No. Open new markets. Stop crying about Cameroon, all those. There are other markets out of the country. Open new markets. Why sit and cry? The population of the world is 7-point-something billion, 7.5, over 7.5 billion. And you're there after one and you're crying after one. Please, it's sad and it's not reasonable to sit and cry after that. I challenge you, step out, open new markets, cooperate. We're going to work together. We're going to bring the strategies, put them together. I'm going to work together. Thank you very much. Apply those strategies, share your results. We're going to do things, make things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, with this few remarks, I'm going to leave you right here. But before we go, Mama, Mr. Kingsley, Mr. Tanifom, say hi to the team and wish us happy new month. Mr. Tanifom, unmute your microphone.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Leader Samuel. Good morning, all brothers and sisters on this wonderful call this morning. In fact, I want to thank God that yesterday I struggled in vain, but this morning I tried to implement the guide that you gave and I came in successfully. I want to be very thankful and to say that each day we gain new ideas that are taking us forward. I pray and encourage all of us that we should not relent our effort and we should try to implement all the principles just like our leaders are doing and they are breaking mountains. All of us can also do so if we respect, obey, and follow the principles that they are dreaming and putting us through. I want to thank you again because you are always there to encourage us, and we are looking forward, and the sky is our limit. Thank you and good morning to all of us.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Fast Sivanus, please say something, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Leader Samuel. That was very wonderful. I'm always impressed by the energy that is bubbling in you. I just want to help us to open a bigger base, to open a greater base, to know that even those people that we call the thinkers, the brains, the researchers have made the world what it is today. Let us not keep looking at being rational as splitting hairs and destroying things. Let us look at this thing from the perspective of the seen and the unseen. When one has a vision, if that vision is positive and it is good, then we bring every positive thing to it, including what is also rational. Because when we talk of vision, we talk about the mind, and we're looking at the heart, but the heart is the seat of emotions, and it has all kinds of emotions, both positive and negative ones. There's the same way as we have rational, where we have the mind thinking evil things, and thinking good things. Now, when we put these things aside and say that what comes from the inside is unseen, right? And it is good because it is there to help and work for humanity. That is when we now believe in it, and it gives us the passion. But our passion must depend on our ultimate rock, that is God. Somebody cannot see a cliff and stand from there and tell, I'm going to jump down there. Everybody will look at him like an idiot. But when you have God and you believe that you're going to do it, you know that if you jump off that cliff, if God does not give you wings to fly, he will be ready to catch you when you land. Only you can see that at that time, and that is the reasonable thing that you do. And the other people you will sell that vision to will also see the reason. I was just saying this so that we do not drive our intellectual minds to imagine that they cannot do it. This is a wonderful initiative. It is something to help humanity. And once you get to doing the positive things that help humanity, all the positive feelings will come and all the belief will come in and everything will work out for the best. Thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity. Leader Samuel, you are doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'm always happy to hear from you. I'm always thrilled when I get, I mean, those words. I'm telling you, every, I don't know how to put it. I'm not a good poet writer. This literature, I'm telling you, I could put it, if I could put it in a certain way that get my emotions up. I'm telling you, I'm impressed whenever I hear you talk. And I want to talk like you. Thank you very much. It was powerful. It was powerful. God bless everyone on the call. Happy New Month. This is the 1st of June. Please make it a master month. Make it your best month. You can make it starting from today. God bless everyone on the call. Mama Tanga, leaders, Majestre Foche, they are all on the call. God bless you all. Please move the team, support the team. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Bye, bye, bye.